So this is Gabe screaming through a snorkel in the hot tub, and there's Penelope down here sweating, taut, and that's where I haven't I drained it, refilled it, and never put the thing back on it. So I want to go out here and show you some meat birds. So I got this fence from Premier One Supply. I learned about it through KC Farms. They're an awesome place. KC Farms is in Tennessee. In fact, I have some pigs ordered, and I'll be showing you those later, obviously once we get them. Let me check this thing and make sure it's not on. It's not on. That flashes green when it's on. This is the solar for it. This is the PRS Pro 100. I got 400 feet of fence. I just ordered 200 more feet of fence because of the pigs coming. But all you do is pull these up, and they stake really good. They're heavy duty. I've used lots of netting, electric fence, and it's always crappy. And you see how high my grass is? I've had no problem. And I tested this sucker. Wished I hadn't have. Lost all my hair. And every day I move these. So they were here, then they were here, and then they were here, and now they're here. This evening I'll move these again. We just put this in here to, the netting's just for predators. I keep it off during the day because we're out here and the front porch is right there. So, or the side porch. And then these are 3 weeks old. So they've grown so fast. They're so much bigger than our other 3-week-old chicks. These are Cornish Cross, and they're all organic, being done organic food. I got that name from, I'd tell you if I knew it off the top of my head. I'll show you in just a second the food I get. Same as KC Farms uses. And then their water's empty, and that's why I wanted to come out here, because they're going to die without water. And they go through so much food and water. It is amazing. And every day it's more and more and more. So I'm going to have to figure out a different water system. This is a learning thing for me. My dad he's done 100 or 200 at a time. I think about 100 at a time of these. I'm just doing 11, get my feet wet, and my hands dirty. And these I'll move here in a minute, and I'll pull this stuff out. It's real easy to move. I just hook my pallet fork, or my fork, my little pallet truck, whatever, and I will little dolly, and I'll move this over. I put these wheels on the back. It's a basic system. It's not closed in, so that's why I wanted this Premier One fence. This is right at a creek. This all happened from the storm, so this all was pasture. If you can see all that, every bit of this was pasture. We're putting in a trout pond right over there, but that's a little swim hole. We call it the Cruso Yacht Club. And so this is all happened because of the danged flood. Hurricane Fred and then Hurricane Helene. And it was awful. Fred destroyed this home, and then Helene just destroyed the underneath, insulation, electrical, that kind of stuff. And then all your outbuildings. And we're slowly fixing stuff so that we're ready for the next storm, because we're morons. And it just comes down to being able to afford to make the changes. Those are the geese that I showed you before. I think it was on the last video. So I will go over here and show you this feed, and then I'm gonna get them some water. And if I had a tripod, I'd probably set it up and show you me moving this chicken tractor I created, Hillbilly Chicken Tractor. But yesterday I shared this building with you, the one to the right. The one to the left is the other one we built. It has a ton of windows. I think it's 17 windows. And it's like a greenhouse, and it has locust posts inside and window boxes or flower boxes all the way around and rough cut. And none of it's pressure treated, but we did put it on skids, and those are pressure treated. And so that's the stuff we've made, and we haven't moved that into a good place yet. This is just stuff we grow. This is my little feed building, but I wanted to show you, this is the chick starter that's organic chick starter, and it is the healthy one that I was recommended by KC Farms. And then you can see all those little tiny chickens that walk around here all day long. You can see more over there. That big dumpster is because of the flood, and we are still cleaning up. So every time we find something, or it rains and something resurfaces out of the ground from where it was covered in silt or mud and dirt, we throw it away. Rabbits over there by the swing tree, and that's walnut we cut. a lady kindly gave me some walnut, and I cut it up for my dad. He's going to make all kinds of stuff out of that walnut. And that's the building I showed you yesterday, our little office building. Used to be a chicken coop. We added on to it, made it like an office, and a place to go in, and it's quieter than the house. So more chickens, more chickens, more chickens. Oh, I forgot to tell you, we got new chickens today. Somebody was getting rid of chickens, asked if we'd take them. Boop. Guess what they asked? They called on the way and said, hey, we've got some chickens. Do you want them? I said, sure. And they said, yeah, we don't want them anymore. So they brought these. I'm letting them acclimate, which means they're getting to know these. These come around and check them out, and then we will put them in one of the coops. There's a coop there on the left side of this, and there's a coop on the right side of this. That one on the right side is the one we just did last weekend, or my nephew built for me. And then we put some biddies down in here, little tiny itty bitties, and they've got a heat lamp, and the other chickens all roost. I've learned about doing roosts. I used to do it out of twigs and branches, basically, and it's better, especially in the winter, for them to be able to cover their feet with their feathers. They stay warmer. Even though we can heat it, that keeps them warmer. So, and there's Penelope again. And this is a new, I haven't showed you this. This is a new from Hen Gear, and we're going to have a bunch of egg-laying chickens we're going to put in a pasture. I'll show you the pasture later. And this will go into like a chicken tractor that is not really, it's like a chicken coop, rolling chicken coop. And then we will put that in the field and then net it with the Premier One netting that's over there, and try to get a gobba eggs and make millions of dollars. We're going to be multi-bajillionaires. Right now we're 100-aires. And because I think if you have more than 2 or more than 1, you're 100-aires. So we definitely qualify now because we have 2.5. Anyway, that's it. I'll talk to you later. Bye.